Hey guys!
How's it going? Welcome back to Val Black.
Back with Val Black. We are in fact already in the agent select, so I think we need to go over and look at that. We're on ascent for the first map.
We are on ascent for the first map.
That's all right.
And we will be attack side.
Attack side.
Yeah, we're attack side for the first map on ascent.
Oh yeah.
So let's get straight into it.
Straight into the news. I mean, I see Misha May, our primary duelist, back in.
Yep.
Clueless Cookie.
Clueless Cookie is back,
Lobo?
as well as
Cow
returning from last week.
And Yuka.
I'd love to see that.
I'd like to see. I like this roster, honestly. Looking for ascent, looking on the attack side.
It is quite interesting. So
leaks.
Epic.
All right. So
true.
So true. Now this is curious. We have Sova. I think this might be the first time we're seeing the Raze without a fade. At least it looks like so far. That would be very interesting, different looks for USM.
I will say, bringing it up, I'm surprised you didn't. Literally have Omen as first lock for our team. I don't think we have ever seen Omen lock.
And that's on Yuka.
And it's also someone that mainly only plays Sage for our team usually.
Yeah,
so
plays Sentinel.
Definitely interesting to see the Sentinel player switching it up and looking to lock Omen, which is a controller player.
And Clueless is hovering the KJ.
Yeah.
And Clueless is typically our controller player, so yeah, this is just
turning off the game overlay here so that you don't see the names in chat. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Making it look a little bit nicer.
Yep. Really exciting for this match, honestly, right? Valorant Black, just a great time after Rocket League Gold with that crazy reverse sweep that they had. Getting in for a nice long match of Valorant Black. I mean, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Going into the ascent. Looks like we did end up locking the Killjoy for Clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
again, the most surprising thing here for our side is that Omen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an Omen play on the side of USM. I think we've seen a lot of Viper and a lot of Astra, but never the Omen.
Never a lot of Omen, no.
I'm curious
in fact, I'd like to say this is probably the first Omen we've seen on
any map.
Any map on the desk.
I think that's true. And I really think that it comes down to, it seems like agent pools, right? We've had Sembler and Clueless play primary controller, and now we have Yuka on the Omen. Yuka is our IGL, so I kind of like this fit more for the team. I'm really interested how we'll go looking into the pistol round, and USM pulling the 5-man stack looking towards B.
Yeah. It's looking like a pretty spicy game. Gonna look to smoke B market here, and gonna smoke B back. Not backside, but CT.
Walking in slow. Here we go.
Walking in slow, but this early aggression towards B side is actually something that I love to see out of this team, especially on a map like Ascent. It's these really bad entry fights. And look, already being able to plant the bomb at the very
start. Resistance, yeah.
No, I mean, they gambled for everyone to be on A site, and we went B. So
yeah. And now they're in a full retake situation. Oh, Cal unable to find.
Going to take Cal out there, just immediately getting the headshot.
Nice from Yuka. Oh, Yuka is so close to taking, but good trades in our favor. 2v3.
It's going to be a 2v3.
Lobo with the cam.
Lobo's going to get some sight here, not able to see much. Going to take one there on Lobo. We're looking for that last member of the team.
Doesn't know.
Not quite sure what it is. They actually got a little bit past the camera. Oh,
and that's a round win.
We're going to get the round win. Bringing the pistol round, it's going to be a 1 in favor of USM.
Yeah, and I really think that comes down to just them gambling the right site, right? Yeah. Heading towards that side, just going, all right, we're hitting this.
So true.
We're doing it. And that's great. Going into the second round, we're going to buy all the Spectres. I like this.
Yeah.
I believe we're playing against the Navy school. I'm unfamiliar with the full.
I think it is King and Navy.
King's Navy? Yeah, we're playing against King's Navy's. King's Navy is not able to really full buy, right?
Navy, yeah.
Going into losing the pistol round. So we're going to have all Spectres versus pistols, and this is just one.
I mean, getting that round win, and we're going to be able to buy those Spectres, like you're saying.
Statistically, just a good round. Aftershock coming in.
We're going to look to kind of slow down this push and this heavy aggression in B side, but we're still going to have those two smokes we saw last round. Going to pick up the ult orb, and we're going to be looking for that early aggression in the side here.
I think you see the advantage of Omen right here. That kind of smoke that allows those one ways, not towards CT, but that way where you just have. You're able to take early contact off of it. That's really the advantage of Omen with the TPs, with the paranoia, with those one ways.
He's going to take one there. He's going to take breaches. That's actually a really good pick for them because they're taking out their initiator. Going to take someone that's not and they're going to find a second on the Sage there, bringing it down to 33 HP.
It's kind of spicy.
It's definitely a spicy play, right?
Yeah.
But this is a little bit scary because they have to play a little bit safer in terms of Misha. But again,
Yuka finding one.
it's a 2v5 here on.
Yep. 2v4.
The bomb's planted. The enemy team has got to make a push.
Yeah, and they have to be so scared here. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going into a 2v4, but there's a swing, not even swinging with his
Not even
teammate
a
there.
swing, just going to be able to hold the angle and just get him outright.
Got the weaponry, but I don't think it mattered. There's Bruno with one, unable to clear.
Even right there, I mean, not going to say anything bad about people, but I honestly don't want to see her rush that.
The coach just asked me if the roster is going to be like our main roster. Are we
I'll
that you know of?
I'll take. I have to do this.
Yeah, so looking in for round 3, this should be a full buy from King's Navy. Well, we're still on our bonus round, so what that means is we're going to have Spectres against Vandals, which is always a little rough here, right, economy-wise.
Yeah.
Should be a little scary, but...
I mean, again, losing 2 rounds there, but I think some of the team, some of King's Navy there kind of bought a little bit last round, so I don't know if they're actually able to full buy. I wasn't able to actually see.
I think they were. I think they picked up weaponry. That's why there was
Maybe
a
they
spec
did.
there.
Maybe they did. That's my fault.
Aggression
But it
going
doesn't
early
matter.
for
They're gonna
Misha.
Immediately get that early aggression, and Misha's going to take one instantly in mid. And she's going to be with Vandal, trading out that Spectre for Vandal mid. That's huge for the
Lobo with another one.
Lobo taking another one on tree. And again, King's Navy, I just don't think they expected this aggression towards B side.
Misha with 2 this round.
Yeah, Misha finding 2 again, back to back. I mean, that's really good for the side of US.
And here's a one-way dropped, or that might just be a heaven smoke. I couldn't quite see.
Yeah, it's still
Just a heaven smoke. Yep. Just looking for the post plant here, just watching all the angles. I mean, USM got to the site for free. It's a 2v5. This literally just happened last round.
It's a 2v5, nothing you can do, right? You full bot and you're going to immediately get taken out.
There's a ping. I mean, we know heaven player. There's nothing you can do if you're Bruno.
I mean, essentially, here it is. I mean, they're essentially just giving us weapons, no?
Yeah, they're just running into us. I mean, Jet just yeah.
Jet's going to
Lobo
try
with
and do
3.
that, but just not able to find anything, right? Trying to blind peek through that smoke, I mean, that's just something that's really hard to do.
And this is a great look for USM. You know, we won those first 2 rounds looking off of fast B play, right? But then we saw the A split through mid, right, to attack the A site. We had mid and A presence, walk straight in. And this is quite, like, I know it's only 3-0, but this is a really dominant look from USM.
This is a really good start. And again, I mean, you can see on the side of King's Navy, they do not have very good weaponry. And if they do,
and they're
it's
forcing,
backed up by a light shield.
Yeah, and they're forcing here, which is...
They're forcing, which is definitely interesting. I don't think, if to me, I don't...
You don't want to force there.
Here,
right? And here you see is...
Take the save.
You know, USM looking at a similar split here through mid and A.
Looking for the early aggression in mid actually is quite a strong player, right? Because usually only one person covers mid, so if you have those 2 able to take that trade if they really need to take a trade, it's pretty huge. Oh, not able to see the one from...
Oh, wow.
Then
early aggression
Sage
mid.
is going to take 2 right there on Catwalk. The side of USM
Clueless
just not looking for that.
There's Clueless just taking contact. Yuka and Clueless just holding mid right here. Let's see what they can do here. This is just...
that Viper Molly is going to catch...
The util spam to mid is so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's working quite well, right? Because Omen, I mean, you've got to think he's lower health. Yeah, I mean, he's 72 HP.
2v3.
He's not looking good. It is a 2v3.
This TP.
This TP, not
I think it was just finding for some information.
I will say, that TP actually, I don't even think they knew he was there. Because Omen's sound actually got buffed recently.
Really?
So you can't even hear him anymore when he TPs.
Oof.
All of his audio is just completely gone.
And this round has been absolutely crazy, Colby. This has just been a nutso round. We're 2v3 with 30 seconds-ish left. Let's see what the second can bring.
In the case that we lost this round, it's not even that big of a deal, right? Because we have so much money that's able to back us up. But we're going to still look
at that Guardian, Bubba Gaming with the Guardian kill.
Going to peek there with
that's the round.
It's going to be the round, and defenders are going to take a round.
Yep. King's Navy 1, USM 3. Still in the lead. Just an absolutely
but here's the thing.
crazy round.
You got to think about it, right? That Sage lurk up through the catwalk, able to find 2 there. Something that you not normally would see, but it's just that unlucky turn of events where she finds 2.
That really is the turning point of that round, right? Not only, I think even finding that first kill was the biggest part, but then able to find that second one and live for a little bit longer, creating all these question marks to mid, and then capitalizing it. If you're King's Navy is what they did that round, got them the round win, and now we see kind of a similar buy v buy.
I mean, even still, I still think the side of King's Navy is worse buys because some of them still have light shields.
That was just an unbelievably aggressive peek.
Able to get that pick immediately onto KO, taking out one of their initiators. Not something you want to see
with
for
the
King's
kill.
Navy. Lobo also being able to take out that duelist. another thing you don't want to see on the side of
No. I mean, this is just their pistol round, right? Just straight in.
Yeah, going straight in, able to find that spike plant, getting it right down immediately, and being ready to go.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Just the aggression of this game. Both teams just dry peeking.
Yeah.
Just straight off the rip is just crazy. Now we're in a, you know, Kings Navy is in a 3v5 situation here to retake. Yeah. I don't know what you do here. Oh.
Oh, Jet just not able to get, not Jet.
Viper
just not able to get the connection there, and
what?
Omer's just gonna take her out.
I thought that was our teammate from the way they were looking at each other, and then
I mean, it was kind of
then
like
she started shooting.
They just started shooting at each other, and it's just how it went.
Colby, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I need to take a breather because this game has just been.
This match has been going quick. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been pure chaos. Not even like, you know, when you watch like really high-level teams, you know, we're talking pro teams with this chaotic style, you can tell it's just pure chaos. This is like chaos of chaos.
Yeah.
This is just, yeah, I don't even know what to think. And Bubba Gaming back on the Guardian.
Good, right? This enemy, Kings Navy just seems to not be able to keep up with this aggression and this early pressure that they're putting on these sides of the map.
Yep. Here's, I think, a dart lineup looking towards A. Let's see what we get.
I'm going to look for a dart lineup, and it's going to get right in the middle of A.
Is that a Marshall? Yeah, from mid.
It's going to be a Marshall. I think there's like 2 Marshalls inside of Kings Navy.
Oh.
I can't really tell. Right peeking it with util in hand.
I mean, it's just Bubba Gaming, the Guardian
Bubba
menace.
Gaming will take one, but he's going to get the trade. Lobo is going to take one. Lobo is going to find another for that trade.
Yeah, that's awesome. On Bubba Gaming, yep.
On Bubba Gaming,
that's the round win, 5-1, and
it's going to be a dominant round.
That was just as chaotic as the last one, but in different ways. Like, they're just running in, taking gunfights as fast as possible.
Strong series.
Yeah. This is just, it really looks like team deathmatch. And USM, we know they're mechanically strong players. Taking these duels, able to find the headshots, taking, you know, making sure they're taking Vandals against the Guardian fights, right? They're taking the stronger weaponry into those situations.
And again, that's what I'm saying. Kings Navy is forcing every round, and it's just not working out for them,
Yeah.
right? I mean, as it usually happens, right?
Yeah.
Right now, USM is in a position where they can take a loss, and they have more than enough money to be completely fine.
I mean, you see 9K on Clueless Cookie. I mean, that's literally max credits.
Literally max credits.
Yeah.
Misha has not many at all, which is very interesting considering that she's quite really fragging out of her mind.
Yeah.
Cal's gonna find one on the Viper there, take her out immediately. Gonna util dump on site here. Sada's gonna have to run, or she's gonna get taken down. She gets taken down by Cal. Cal finds 2 in this round alone. Misha's
Here's the raise all. Clearing sight. 1 in Gen down.
Not find just one yet. This ult's probably not gonna find any. But it's, again, it's a 1v4.
Yeah, 1v4, and they have post plant up with KJ. They still have turret. They have lockdown. I really don't see how this happens.
Post plant. This is just such an impossible look.
I really don't see how this happens. You see Bruno looking up. Oh, ships in the night moment. There's the flash. Knows where he's in.
Gonna blind through the smoke.
Shoot through the smoke. Yeah.
Check Bruno PC.
Yeah, but honestly, there's still no way, right?
And
he would have to hit some absolutely nutso clips.
You have to be Yuka on Pearl.
You have to be Yuka on Pearl, yeah. What is going on? 6-1 is your scoreline. USM in the lead. Kings Navy with the 1.
Yeah, I mean, an absolute dominant start to this series.
Yeah, and you see them force buying again. Kings Navy again. This is just the force buy. Really is the mentality of every round is winnable, but in a marathon-like game that is Valorant, you really can't take that approach.
It's actually quite surprising, right? Because if it's me, I mean, I'm saving these rounds because as you can see right here, I mean, you've got alternating
buys.
So it's 3 people will have Vandals one round, and 2 people will have Vandals the next, and everyone else will have Stingers or whatever.
Early contact to B in mid. Let's see what we go on here.
This is scary a little bit.
The Jet dashed out.
They actually know exactly where she is. I guess they maybe got that info. I wasn't looking.
Here it is, the same exact, just taking it slower though.
Yeah, gonna have to take it slow here.
There's a trade.
They're gonna find a 2. Oh, Misha's gonna just take one immediately out in market.
Misha's just walking up mid.
Yeah, Misha's just gonna walk up mid and find him.
Yeah, here's the KJ
gonna
ult
ult here so she can maybe slow down the pace of this game just a little bit.
And crucially, it catches the entirety of B site, right? Not even the back of Boathouse is clear, so that gets the kill on
KJ out. It's a 3v2 situation. But
and gets the download. He knows where everyone is.
It's not going to detain anybody.
Yeah. But the Cypher ult.
The
Cypher, yeah.
I'm literally trolling.
Yeah. It's okay, you know.
My bad.
This game has been a little hard to follow, so it's just Viper, and that's Misha with 4 that round.
Misha's gonna find
round 8,
4.
Just dominant.
I mean, almost acing this round.
Dominant.
Taking it to round 9. or 8, 9.
This is absolutely a dominant look from USM on this
Dominant
map.
start to this series.
Yep.
Honestly.
And now we see all of the ults from the side of Kings Navy, right?
Yeah.
We see, I mean, really, I just want to see them to pop it. I would even be
again,
okay.
like we still have ults on the side of USM with Sova ult
And look
and
at
Oman.
look at the buy again.
The buys are so disjointed on the side of Kings Navy that it almost feels like, what can we do?
Yeah. But USM really looking good to take these advantages, right?
Yeah.
Looking for who has the worst weaponry and taking these fights is really what's, I think, setting us apart right now.
Definitely.
Now here's the Sova ult.
Sova's gonna go ahead and ulti immediately.
Oh, the team fire. Oh,
Gonna hit
two stuck in
Sniper
winery.
there with the ulti.
I
Not what
think-
you want to see, but KJ
Do they
is
expect
literally
this?
one shot.
Just
So I mean, they're gonna immediately take out 2. Sage being able to find that trade onto Cal though is very nice for the side of Kings Navy. It is a 4v3.
4v3.
We're looking to be pushing a catwalk
Yep.
into
and here's
side.
that A split we were talking about earlier this round. The Aftershock to try to slow down
Oh,
the
and he's
hit,
gonna
but
find one headshot straight onto him in garden there.
Ooh.
Oh, but they're gonna get taken down.
2v2.
Window. It's 2v2 situation. Not able.
the jet knives are activated. Here's the Omen ult. Let's see where she
I'm
goes.
gonna take an ult here to see if he can find any information.
Goes to heaven. Just looking for information.
But I think they might have heard
Level with the kill.
Jet's footsteps, so they know they're up there. But again, Jet is one shot. Literally
Yep.
hitting any bullets here,
Oh.
it won't matter.
Jet dashing in,
Jet's
Lobo with the
gonna
clutch.
dash immediately in, and it doesn't even matter because Jet has to ready her gun. She doesn't have the amount of time to do that to be able to kill Lobo there with that 1 HP. It's an aggressive play that I like to see from the Jet because there's
Yeah.
not a lot of options. But again,
Yeah.
not going to be able to.
And I
get
really
anything
think
out of
that last clutch situation, you know, that 2v2 came down to timing difference, right?
Yeah.
Where you saw Kings Navy not really timing up together, right? Taking a peek, one of them, and then 2 seconds later, another one taking another peek.
Yeah.
And you really want that situation to have both peak at the same time. And that's what USM did, right? Taking those advantages. That's why we, even when we do lose one, we ended up trading it and have that map positioning elsewhere, right? That's kind of the advantage of playing as a team, right? In the team game,
course.
believe it or not.
Of course.
Here we see some just friendly banter between Misha and Yuka. Love to see that one.
Yeah.
The early stage wall, I mean, some adaptation. Bubba Gaming holding it down the A site with the jet. Let's see what's going on here. Holding from the choke. Lobo finds the first one. Looking over towards tree. Let's see what he can find. Oh, just looking towards heaven, clearing slowly. Sees the YouTube file, trying to spam through the box. Bubba Gaming just
Running.
running.
Find one as he tries to run across, but he's not able to get there in time, so he gets taken down in heaven.
Here's the Viper ult
Viper
from tree.
ult is going to be an entry.
There's the flash.
I
There's
don't know how much I like this Viper ult, though.
I mean, it's planted in the Viper ult, so Viper can definitely lurk up. Misha finding the kill onto the Heaven player of Baruna. Let's see
Yeah.
what the Viper player can do.
Definitely.
Oh, that dart is so good.
Viper's going to run out.
Ooh, I don't think anyone
Not
saw
going to
though.
be able to see that clueless. Oh, but they're going to take her down as she tries to enter the Viper's pit. And, well, not Viper's pit. Is it Viper? Yeah, it's Viper's
Yeah,
pit.
Viper's pit.
But she won't be able to re-enter. And
1-9, 2 rounds left in the half, and
1-9, 2 rounds left
This
in the
is-
half. And this is a dominant
this
showing
is
for
a
USM.
dominant half. This is just crazy. I don't even know what to say at this point, honestly. It really just felt like the same thing where USM has been, both teams have been playing unbelievably aggressive, but while as Kings Navy has been playing really aggressively as individuals, USM has been playing really aggressively as a team, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the difference you see here. Even when Kings Navy wins those opening duels, which, you know, USM is finding themselves favorable, they trade it.
Yeah.
And
We're
that's
going to get into
yeah.
game here, though. They're going to have this Sage Wall, which, again, I don't really like that Sage Wall. You're not blocking anything off, right? But
Just slowing down
again,
aggression.
it's
yeah, sure.
this. It's trying to slow it down, but there is that little hole in the wall, so
And-
it doesn't matter. And Misha's going to find one immediately in
Onto
heaven on the
Bruno.
side of that box. And Breach is going to
Here's the ult.
try and slow this push down, but he's not going to be able to slow anything down because we're just so aggressive.
Ooh.
And Misha's going to find one with the ulti.
Misha into their
Straight
spawn.
in window.
Oh.
Oh, she's not going to be able to find that third there, but she does know that there are at least 2 in
Right.
heaven.
Yep, closing the door. Just
Bringing it to a 4v3.
Yep.
2 are running up in heaven. Are we going to be able to see anything?
Oh,
and
Yuka
Yuka's
with the
gonna
one
peek and
tap.
instantly one tap him in the head. Done. Get out of my game. And then we're going
Yuka
to
with
finish
the-
the round instantly with Yuka finding 2,
One down.
Misha finding 2, and Cal finding 1.
And here we are, last round and a half. We're either looking at an 11-1 half, and our worst case scenario is 10-2, Colby.
Yeah, 10
This is just,
I mean,
this is
again,
just unbelievable, honestly.
as I'll say it every single week, right? I do like to say that defense is a easier
And-
side to play, right?
and,
but
and here you see the timeout coming from
timeout
Kings Navy.
coming from Kings Navy.
Honestly, I feel like this it's pretty late into the half.
Yeah.
From what we've just been watching, I know our listeners can probably realize just how hectic this truly has been.
Of course.
Just to watch. This has just been bonkers
the
entire time. And I think maybe that's what whoever the coach is of Kings Navy is going to talk about. Not the aggression that, like, hey, don't play as aggressive. Because really that's what you want to do, especially on a map like Ascent, right? But probably being like, play with your team.
Yeah.
Right? Let's play swing together.
It's crazy, right? Because they are taking these trades that are just, they're not even trading. They're just going in,
individually,
and not being able to find any. You have
taking,
1 or 2 players being able to find that one trade or something like that here and there, but overall, nothing.
Yeah. They're able to find really aggressive plays, but not really supporting each other with their util or really their weaponry or the angles they're holding. Yeah. It's just kind of, you see them falling apart, like, not even like dominoes, just individually falling apart once two.
Looks like we're going to get back into game here.
Last round before the swap. Let's see what goes on.
Last round before the swap, as you said, yeah. Again, on the side of Kings Navy, the buys are just so disjointed and horrible that you almost wonder what's going on that side, right?
Yep. The Roomba just looking out to clear out, B main here, just looking up.
Yeah.
There's the camera. Let's see what we look in. The
We're just
aftershock.
going to use this aftershock to try and slow down this
Cal.
push. But Cal is going to immediately find one in mid. I mean, it's that early aggression towards these different places of the map that allow us to find that one pick that just give us that pressure. And it's Lobo finding another one.
Same thing, yeah. Does he clear?
Oh, but they're not going to see Jet here. But Jet isn't going to get taken out immediately. Jet's going to find one and get taken out immediately.
And this has to highlight what we just brought up, right? He was looking to get that ratty kill. Oh,
and Misha!
Misha!
Headshot across mid.
And that's a vandal.
Takes her down immediately.
That's a vandal. Oh, look at this tuck. So good.
And Misha's going to find the last round, finding 2 to win the round, bring us to 11-1. I mean, if you're USM, you cannot be upset about this half.
You absolutely can't. This isn't even like, maybe a 9-3 curse, 11-1. This is a complete dismantling of Kings Navy side.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really came down to how they were timing the aggression. I know I've said it a lot, but really that's what we see the most.
No, I mean, it's
how chaotic this game has been.
Quite literally what's happening, right?
I mean,
you have this aggression.
Just an absolute.
You have this aggression toward these different sides, and I would like to see how that transitions over to the defense side.
Let's see how we're setting up, and I really do agree with the B player being the KJ. We know so many great KJ lineups for B, or setups rather, and we see 2 looking, 1 market, 1 mid, and then 1 trees and 1 towards A main.
This defense side is already looking stronger than what we had on Kings Navy side, right? Because it is this concept splitting up, right? It's not we have
but still holding the map together,
hope we can hold it.
Yeah, still holding the map together, but doing it where you can hold as much space as possible.
Yeah.
Ooh,
not able to
walking
find
in.
Bridge as he walks over there.
The nade just slowing down the execute here.
It's going to slow down them trying to push into this site early.
They're using
Jet wasting both smokes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have nothing to cover.
I mean, they have the wall, but the wall's about to go down, right? They can't even hold tree any longer. There's the 1 tap from Misha.
Cal's going to find one tap as well. And Misha's going to find a second 1 tap on site.
Oh my goodness.
She's going to find a third.
I mean, where is this Viper?
Viper's lost. She can't find her way out of spawn.
There she is. Okay, she has the lurk, but there's no way.
She has the lurk. It doesn't matter. Lobo's right there to trade her.
And that's the 2.
It's a 112 map.
It's 112. We're on match point. It would take Kings Navy winning 11 rounds in a row on. They would have to half buy, if that. They can probably only buy shares.
I'm getting a call from Kings Navy.
Okay.
It sounds like there might be something 10s in this round. So we could look at a different Kings Navy this round.
This was the warm-up round.
Yeah.
And you see both of the USM Sentinel players, right? That Cypher and KJ are both stacking up towards B, just really holding down the site.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean that's the thing with this 2 Sentinel setup. You just cannot get into B site. There's just no way.
I think it's really interesting we're playing. I know we brought this up earlier, but Cookie is the one on this Sentinel. Kind of an unusual look, right? Yuka on the controller.
Yeah.
With Cookie on this
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Very interesting. Yeah. Yuka is very used to playing this stage, so it makes me wonder what their scrims look like.
Yeah.
Or their practices, right? Having this swap.
And I really think it comes down to that IGL look.
Aggression here on B side, but Yuka's going to find one immediately with the Marshall.
Yep.
And it's going to be a headshot.
And who else but Yuka would find that first kill?
Who else but Yuka to find a Marshall kill?
And this really looks like the map.
They are all just dropping like flies on B side.
Yeah, I mean this has to be the first map right here. This would have to be an unbelievable clutch from, I believe, just Bubba Gaming finding one with the Stinger. Let's see what he can do. He's just Oh, Misha with the Bucky.
Misha's not enough I want.
Oh,
She is
you go
going
with the
to
round.
end the round by finding that kill
And
on
that
the
is
rim.
that is your first map on
That's
Ascent.
first map,
winning
13-1 for the side of USM.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a dominant showing.
I want to give you guys some stats, for everyone watching. This is, in fact, the first time we've ever won Ascent. And it was that dominant, right? I mean, just honestly so dominant this
Misha
time.
dropping to 22 and
22 and 8. In 14 rounds, getting 22 kills.
Look at this. I mean, everyone in the team did well, but I mean, you have the 22 and 8, 18 and 4, 10 and 7, 11 and 5, and the top frag on the side of Kings Davy only being able to get 8 and 13.
Yeah, just absolutely crazy first map. I mean, I think you really see Misha crucially, in 14 rounds, having 7 first bloods. That is 50% of the
Misha,
rounds.
They're playing how you'd want your duelist to play. She's
Yeah.
going in and getting those
Taking
early
those
frags,
aggressive angles.
taking the aggression on the
For
side,
sure.
and immediately clearing it to be able to get ready for the next move.
All right, now we're looking for the second map. This will be Icebox, right? This is a map we've seen a couple of times now for Valorant Black. And this should be a really interesting side. Icebox is typically...
Icebox is interesting. I will say, Icebox is the map that Kings Navy has decided to draft.
Yeah.
Reaver Karambit in the shop here.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a little bit fire.
Yeah. Colby, you know what this really reminds me of?
What's this idea, Sam?
I don't know if you've ever heard of the hit game Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
And this really feels like, a blue-red player playing against just a blue player, right? It just seems like a complete outplay.
Yeah.
Totally. Like,
of course.
it just makes so much sense. It really does.
I'm sure everyone listening at home.
Everyone got that.
Get
Everyone got that, for sure. And really, this game has just come down to, I've said it, and I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
It's just the teamwork with the aggression. Those two things
it's
together.
not even that though, right? It's, as you said, it is the aggression, right? But it's the duelist playing how the duelist should play. But it's not even all duelists, right?
50%.
I mean, I would say every single person on the team is doing well. They're doing their job. But the duelist is really showing that they came here tonight to get home and go to bed.
Misha had 50% of the rounds where she got the first kill on someone else. That is absurd. 50% of the rounds, that is, like, I'm just going to say it again, bonkers.
Yeah.
That is crazy. How does it make sense? I mean, what have I just witnessed? That was just a crazy map.
Again, 22-8. Looks like we're going to head to a break now.
Yep. Everyone, take a breather, deep breaths.
Take a second.
Get some popcorn, get some
Get
water.
some refreshing Coca-Cola. And meet back
Icebox
here.
coming to you soon. Welcome back, USM heads. We're here with map 2 against Kings Navy. USM currently leading the match 1-0, winning Ascent quite dominantly, Colby.
Quite dominantly. A 13-1 sweep on Ascent, but it looks like we're going to be going into Icebox here, right?
Icebox.
On the attacking side again at the start of the map.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, and I think Icebox should be really interesting because I said this right when we ended. Struggled historically on this map, but we really saw how dominant we were on that first map, really one we also struggled with, just how hard it was to really do anything.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just quite quenched after watching that first game.
Of course. I mean, if you heard me in the first game, I was actually just talking so fast so much because the game was that quick that I really had to slow down, take a minute, and take a drink out of my Coca-Cola.
It's just good stuff. You know what else is good stuff?
It powers me up for the next match.
Watching the USM Valorant Academy team take it to Icebox. I'm really excited to see this map. And I'm really curious. I think we see some subs here, right? We see Semler and Purified Water.
I actually also know that someone from, I can't remember their name, it's like Mac and Cheese something. No disrespect, just don't remember the name. They were actually subbed out. I don't know who actually came in for them. I think
that might be
was the King Anbacker,
I would believe so.
No disrespect, obviously, but I just don't know how to say it, right?
Yeah. He is coming in.
Subbed out. So, also seeing a sub on the side of both teams, right?
That is.
Purified Water and Semblor joining the roster on the attacking side for USM.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I think this is the first time we've ever seen a sub mid-game come in from any side. You know, 2 from the USM side and 1 from the Kings Navy side.
Definitely an interesting choice, right? Especially on the side of USM, but we are straight into the match, right?
Straight into Icebox.
So,
let's see the comps.
Very interesting to see what we'll be seeing. What
it has to be the stage, right?
Characters do we be seeing here? Chamber is going to get instantaneously locked.
This is
on the side of USM.
I like this.
I like that too.
I like this a lot.
And Chamber is one of those agents that is just so impossible to play against in this game.
Yeah.
It is a character. And Misha's also going to opt to pick the Jet. This is something that we have never seen her pick.
Yeah, and I think
usually
it's really
a fan
interesting.
Of the Neon
or the Rays, right? Leaning into those.
It's definitely an interesting pick to see them lock in this Jet pick. I'm very interested to see what that's going to look like.
And you see Yuka and Purified Water hovering Sage and Fade. I would not be surprised if these were the characters we're playing.
And again, Yuka last round showing that dominant performance on Omen. But again,
back to the Sage.
To let Semblor
it is Icebox.
Play Viper, and he's going to play Sage here instead.
And I really want to highlight, USM has 2 good oppers on their team, right? They have Jet and Chamber. I'm curious how this is going to break down, if we'll see any double op setups, or we'll just see a primary opper, or any oppers at all, right? You don't need to op necessarily, but Icebox is a pretty strong map to find the early ops. And I think if we look at the Kings Navy side, that comp would not surprise me if we just lock it in, and there you go. See it, everyone but the KO locking in. This will be your comps.
I might have been muted this whole time.
You're trolling.
Don't know.
Colby was muted the whole time, so you just heard me yapping. And I really want to highlight the difference between the KO on Kings Navy's side, and I know both teams have a Fade, right? But I think this puts a lot of pressure on the individual Fade of USM, right? You have 2 initiators to find so much information around the map, and that's what they're good at, and that's so strong on any map.
In case it did not come through and I was actually muted, and that is my fault, but in case that was the case, we are seeing Misha on the Jet here, right? Which is a pick we have never seen her on. Usually opting to play that Neon or that Rays, but instead opting to play Jet here, which is the first time we've ever seen them on cast do that. And again, as well, Lobo
on the Chamber.
I think
we've seen
the usual cipher that we've seen for the past.
We've seen Chamber on 2 maps so far from Lobo, and I think Icebox was one of them. So this not too surprising, but really exciting to see it nonetheless. And here we see the typical. I mean, USM putting trips around just to kind of know what's going on their side of the map, right? Looks like we're going to be leaning heavily towards B with maybe some mid presence coming in. We're going to see what's happening here, though.
Yeah, it looks like there's some technical difficulties going on, so there's kind of like a pause going on right now.
This is interesting. 24 seconds.
Gonna get that
kind of
brim
stuck.
push-ups right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, any brimmies with the stimmies? You guys a big brim player?
I'm not a big Brim player myself.
Yeah, I mean, going into the next map,
But I do like Brim.
should be interesting. I mean, 24 seconds. I don't know if there's actually a pause because I believe it would show up. Don't really know what's going on.
It's just kind of, it's because I think the match cannot start without the 5 on both sides. So I think there was a crash on the side of,
I don't know whose side the crash was on.
I think it was on the side of Kings.
King's Navy had a crash. Interesting.
Or they had something that is not enabling the person that is not in the game currently to join.
I think it's quite interesting. You know, we've seen typically on Icebox compositions that don't have a duelist, right? This is kind of the map that pioneered that style, but you see both teams have a jet nonetheless. Besides any duelist, they have a jet, which is kind of the most like proper duelist in a way, right?
In the game, right?
Yeah, just like running in, getting the kills, holding those angles, instead of this more slow, methodical style. And that really shows what USM Black and King's Navy like to do with their gameplay, right? Just run in there, take aggro fights, take those gun duels, win them. At least
and just
the
win
USM
'em.
side.
Win 'em.
Yeah.
Take the W, go home, get some sleep.
And here you see we do have the reconnect from King's University side. I think we're probably about to start the timer again.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I think it's because, yeah, it was a pause match
There we go.
timer just so that we didn't get into the round
With
and
someone
we're
missing.
missing someone.
Yep, and there we go. Moving back into the game, 10 seconds. Looks like we're gonna, similarly, all looking to run down B main for this early aggro. Obviously looking towards B.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. Let's go.
Definitely some early
And
aggression
back
from
with
here.
the-
Again, I would like to see this.
And we're back with the pause.
Yeah, the ping apparently is not good on the side of.
Of KU, the same player. It was IQ AP.
Yeah, so
IQ up.
IQ AP looks like they're having an insane ping issue, pinging from 20 to 400. So
Yeah,
definitely not something you want to be seeing.
Yeah, I mean, chat is just exploding in the that corner. I'm blind, I think. King's Navy just absolutely getting, I don't even know.
They're getting rowdy in the chat, but so is USM.
Everyone's getting spit and knowledge shouts Bubba Gaming 01. Love that.
I just made some noise on accident.
You know what this reminds me of? The
What is-
30-minute Baron. It really does.
Yeah,
The 30-minute Baron.
so true.
So true.
Definitely agree. Definitely reminds me of Kiriko's
Yeah, Kiriko.
cleanse cooldown.
I love the bell.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the Kiriko ability is called, honestly. I love Overwatch though, so cool thing,
yeah,
cool
I
game.
don't know what it's called.
I remember, so how Overwatch 2 came out recently and all these people started coming back from Valorant to Overwatch,
Yeah.
and they saw Reaper and they said they just made Omen in Overwatch.
Yeah,
and I was like,
actually saw a post like that recently.
there's no way.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually saw a post like that recently.
it made me mauled so hard.
on some social media, I don't know what it was, but I saw it and I was like, wow. I had to take a second. I was
Yeah.
actually confused.
Yeah. I mean, I think there was a new agent, right, announced for Valorant, Harbor.
Harbor.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually
that's pretty
releases
exciting.
in 9 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really exciting.
The new Act, Battle Pass, and the new Ion 2.0 set
That's hype.
releases in 9 hours.
That's hype. 9 hours, like,
Yep.
interesting. Man, I'm really hype, honestly, for the new agent. I
I don't know if Harbor will release in 9 hours, but the Battle Pass will release in 9 hours. And usually they will
Yeah.
just release everything together rather than delaying it like that. But
Do you
there's
think?
a lot of UI changes actually coming for the side
Really?
of, in this new Act, we're going to be going into Act 5 here, right? So you're going to see a lot of changes like,
Valorant has been out for 5 acts?
yeah,
That's crazy.
basically 5 seasons.
That's crazy.
Because they split them up. They do like
Yeah.
Act,
Yeah, I know, but
it's like Act 1, Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
that's still crazy. They're on the 5th act. That's nuts. I remember when Valorant came out and everyone was like, better than Overwatch, your game's gonna die. And I was like, all right. And now we're 5 acts in and Overwatch is the one with the new
Overwatch
game.
is still alive, and
Yeah.
it's actually making a new game.
Yeah, I mean, just crazy, kind of the passage of time through COVID. You know what I mean?
I mean, COVID was an interesting time, no?
Yeah.
So one of their players' ping is like so bad, so they're kind of just seeing it as I guess. I heard a quote from the team.
Yeah.
No idea ping, but
So it looks like
the
we
Viper
have
has a 1,022 ping.
Viper has a really high ping, which if you're not quite
He's
familiar,
playing from the moon.
Yeah, if you're not quite familiar with that, with what that is, it's that
And he's gone.
Ping is something that, if it's very high, you are like teleporting essentially,
Yeah.
but like really fast, and you can't really do anything while that's happening.
So what ping is, right, it's the delay from the input on your side to what happens in the server, right? We do play an online game, and the game has almost crashed a little bit. Just kind of crazy what's going on here. But you know, ping is kind of the lifeblood of what makes competitive games competitive, and we want that number to be as low as possible, so just the human input times is what's differentiating these players and not internet connectedness, right? That's why we want so much to have a good space to compete, right? Good connections, having Ethernet. And you know, I know Kings Navy wants the same thing for their players.
Yeah.
And you know, I think just some unfortunate connection issues for the Viper player on Kings Navy right
yeah.
now.
Well, once that
Yeah.
is finished, we'll be going straight into Icebox.
Yeah.
Just again, waiting on that ping issue to be solved.
Yeah. Ping issue. Not a skill issue. A ping issue.
Not a skill issue.
Yuka's saying my fish is drowning. That's so unlucky.
Unlucky.
Do you have any pets, Colby?
I do.
What do you got?
I have 3 dogs and a cat.
Oh, what's their names?
Wow, I'm
Whoa.
brain dead. Kira, Tuck, Sophie, and Astro.
You have a is it a dog or a cat named
Astro
Astro?
is a cat.
That goes hard.
Yeah, he was originally going to be named Cheeto, I think, because he's an orange cat.
Yeah.
And instead we went for Astro, which is cringe, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I got 1 cat and 1 dog. Got the dog's name is Cole. He's a nice golden doodle. And my cat is named Kobe, and he just kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Yep, it's great. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Tomorrow, I know we're watching Valorant, but we're just kind of sitting here, really excited to see Kiriko release into comp and competitive play, right?
Does she
For
release
Overwatch 2?
worldwide?
Yeah, so tomorrow she'll enter the comp pool. Should be really exciting, I think.
I actually like that model that Overwatch is deciding to do, where, as I'm assuming they are going to continue this
Yeah.
for every character release. Which
Yeah.
I wish a lot of games would do, right? Is when a character is first released, you're not able to play it in these queues that actually determine what your rank is and matter.
Yeah.
Because you have these players that want to
Be the one
first
trick.
time the character. I want to one trick it all the way up to the highest rank, whatever, number 1, whatever.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It looks like we are getting back in, about to start Icebox.
Yeah, it looks like I'm about to
Let's
start
go!
Icebox. And again, having these players been waiting around forever. Now they've got
And the round
kinda-
starts.
Yeah, I mean, they have it ready to go, and it's gonna be right into the game.
Right into the game. You know,
You gotta imagine that they're all kind of feeling a little bit cold since we had to
Yep.
wait so long, but
and you know,
hopefully
3
that
new
doesn't-
players in.
yeah.
Some
Some are
are,
gonna find one instantly
On his
off the start
counterpart.
of the map.
some are finding 2.
Some are finding 2.
There it is, the Sage Wall to plant. Let's see it.
Gonna get immediately taken down the wall, which is something that I hate this wall, but it's fine.
I hate
No
the wall
offense.
ability.
I just hate this wall.
Specifically?
Specifically this wall.
Hmm.
Because there's a better one that you can do on Icebox, but I'm not the player.
Not the player. Let's see, Bruno walking up. Oh,
And it's
Misha's
gonna
finding the
immediately
tap.
find the tap on the head and take KO down.
Let's see this.
It's a 5v3 for
5v2.
the side of USM. 5v2,
Yep,
I can't count.
it's okay. Here we go. Here's the little octopus eyes,
I mean,
spotting
we're
one.
just we're gonna know that they're somewhere.
Look at Chamber. Look what he's holding.
Chamber is
finding
holding
contact.
nest.
Holding that. Oh, what? The collateral? Uh-oh. There's a molly onto the point.
They need
Or a
Iverson
spike.
on point.
I think there's no way. Ooh. I had to reload.
Jet's
Misha
not
winning out the
able
round.
to get that reload off, and Misha is going to be able to take them out with
Yep.
the headshot to end the round. 1 for the side of USM.
And that is, in fact, the USM pistol round classic, right? Just taking a 5vx.
Well, it wasn't a classic that ended. It was actually a ghost.
Yeah, so that was a really good look from USM, right? Using the ghost, you know, catching the reload on on the King's University side. The Bucky on the Jet, holding the A on the A side.
Jet, I mean, you're definitely.
Alpha. Here's the Viper Wall looking to split up
I
A
actually
from
wanted
mid.
to test this tech personally, going Bucky, because
And
Bucky
look
is
where
one of
she's
those
going.
guns that one shot, so
Look where
Jet's going to
she's
be right
going.
in nest, so she might be able to get
This
that early
is-
pick.
This
on
is
someone
Alpha.
That's unsuspecting.
This is Alpha. We're not finding the first. Oh,
No,
not
it won't
in-
matter because Yuka is going to get that quick headshot and
With the
instantly
Marshall.
take down the shotgun user with the Marshall.
Yeah, it's just. And this is the
And
same.
Misha going straight onto site, not scared of a single thing.
That's your entry player.
I like that.
Yuka planning. Catching one, going to heaven.
Misha's
Misha's
going to
finding
find him
two.
in heaven and insta-kill him.
Oh.
But,
Bubba
we're
Gaming
gonna get
caught.
It's going to be a 2v2 for the side of USM, but it's going to be
The Bucky flank.
2v1.
2v1.
USM, and both fades are low.
And Semmler finds it.
Semmler is going to find it and take it out and bring us to round 3.
Round 3, 2-0 is your scoreline. We're looking at the bonus round now, right? We have all Spectres and Sheriffs, rather, looking perhaps at the full buy from King's Navy, but we did see a couple of Buckies and weird weaponry that maybe
Yeah,
doesn't
might-
result in a full buy.
Prohibit the ability to full buy on the side of King's Navy.
Yeah, I think that is the case.
Another issue that I think King's Navy struggles with is this concept of some people full buying, some people not full buying.
Yeah,
On the side of USM, some people have to full buy here, some people are saving. It's kind of just like whatever you want to do, right?
You know, if you could save your weapon. It actually looks like they all
Actually, it looks
forced
like they all
up to the buy.
forced. Yeah, never mind.
This is an interesting idea. I understand it for confidence reasons, right? Wanting to win the round. Oh, the sneezy wheezy coming out.
I will say, Chamber's just dry peeking this, not putting down his teleport to this very safe
Doesn't need it.
option. He
Doesn't need
even
it.
need it because he's just going to take down
Doesn't need it.
KO immediately.
Yep. Here it is, the same Viper wall from last round, right? The same, just splitting up mid to A, just splitting up. This looks like Minecraft.
Going down there, freaking.
Welcome to Minecraft.
Fortniting on each
Yep.
other.
Fortnite dance. Ba-da-ba. Here's Misha. You know, all of them just.
Chamber holding this angle.
All this tilted towers. How many people is here? Oh, Yuka with 6 bullets, has to reload.
Has res here.
3v3 situation.
It's a 3v2
3v2 situation.
Misha
finding one.
Misha's gonna find one. Oh, they're gonna know that they're behind. It's a 1v2 situation.
This is so scary.
In favor of USM.
There's
And
one.
USM.
Oh, this is so smart. Oh! And the fade taking that.
Taking 3 kills
Yep.
there.
And we're looking at a
being
2-1
able
scoreline.
To win the round. Looking at a
Yep.
2-1 scoreline. Again, just for people that are unaware, this was King's Navy's map pick.
Right, yep.
And the prior map sent was actually
Our
map
pick, right?
Usually in the scene of competitive Valorant, your respective team, whoever picked the map will win that map usually, right?
You would hope, right? That's why you would want to pick
That's
it,
why you'd
right?
wanna
Yeah.
pick it. But
And there is a whole complicated, there's a ban process. It's not just
Yeah.
picking a map. There's a, you ban one map, the other team bans one, then you pick your first
you
map,
pick
and then
your
you
first
ban
map.
out to the last
Yeah.
one. But, I mean,
just simple stuff.
look at
to
the economy
understand
of both
the game.
teams.
Yeah,
Absolutely in shambles.
It's in shambles, but I'd say that USM has the worst buy.
Oh, yeah,
right?
definitely.
You're
The
going
2
into
rifles
This buy
on.
with having 2 Vandals, Light Shield or not, and the Guardian early Fade Eye onto A site.
Yep.
Are we going to find anyone?
I don't think
you'll
it
find
sees anything.
anyone.
And I think, crucially, the fade on the side of King's Navy has
Trevor's
the
gonna
ult.
hit KO there, but it's not going to do much damage.
Here's the plant.
So really good.
The Prowler, oh,
KO's skill.
call one.
Call.
And this is the ult. I really like this ult.
Fades ult. Yeah, I really like this ult from the side of King's
catches
Navy.
everyone.
Catches everyone, being able to know where everyone is. And the side of
They
USM
can't
not
hear,
being able to hear
one dead.
anything.
Yep. Lobo lurking with this.
Checking to see if there's anyone.
Spotted the head. Couldn't find the one
Not
tap.
able to find that head.
This is just pure carnage on the A site right
Now
now.
remember though, the bomb is
The
down.
2, the 3. The bomb is down. This is just firefight after
With all
firefight.
pistols, it's really hard to
Yep.
be able to get into.
Lobo finding one. Bubba Gaming with the Guardian again.
It is going to bring
And
up
that's
a
2-2.
Not
Lobo
able
with 3 with a classic?
to find anything. And again, this side of King's Navy looking very strong here, being able to have
Ward off. And
all items.
this really isn't to pick on the first map, but this is more round wins than the first map was present for King's Navy, right?
Yeah.
They won 1 round. This is 2 rounds. It's 2-2. This map, I think we can see why it was their pick,
Yeah.
right? So looking quite strong on Icebox, just with these ideas of all swinging together. That was what really, I think, separated USM from Kings Navy on that first map, and you see Kings Navy doing that on Icebox, and it looks like a closer series.
Definitely a closer series. It's very interesting, though, because it looks like some of the members of USM are opting to not buy here and just buy classic full shields, so they're kind of relying on their teammates to get a pick.
Yeah, and I think, crucially, the Jet does have a Vandal, which is really what you want, right? The Jet being the entry player. What is this? Dashing in. Messing up the updraft.
I'm going to find the updraft, and she just dies.
Ooh.
Now that person that bought the classic light shield, I mean, they're loving it.
Yeah.
They just got a free Vandal.
They got the 2 free Vandals.
Yeah.
And dropping the Viper's Pit, I honestly think there is no way that they can win this round.
Dropping Viper's Pit, I mean, it's an early Viper's Pit, but
they can lose this round.
They can lose this round, but
I think it's so hard.
I think it's so hard for the side of USM to actually lose this round.
Yeah, I mean, they have Viper's Pit. They both the snake bites. It's a 3v5. This is just so difficult for Kings Navy.
Yeah. Pushing into that Viper's Pit brings you down to that 1 HP. There's just not a lot you can really do.
And I think Lobo finding one, we're in a 2v5 situation with Viper's Pit down in post plant.
Yeah.
Fade finding one, really the star player of this map so far. Finding 2, just absolutely nuts. Finding 3!
Finding 3 inside of Viper's Pit.
What? This Fade is nuts. Oh, that Molly's so good.
And the Molly's going to kill him when he tries to get the Molly.
I mean...
And then Sembo is going to find 3. Just like Fade.
Yeah, that Fade player on Kings University is really putting his carry pants on.
Yeah.
I mean, finding 3 somehow in the Viper's Pit is insane. And now we are at 2-3. He already has another Fatal. He just used it 2 rounds ago.
He did just use it 2 rounds ago. Comboing that with Jet ult or Viper ult, I mean, there's not a lot you'll be able to be doing on the side of USM. Chamber on the side of USM looking to have his ult here on this round.
Exciting. I think it's interesting that we do not see Chamber buy for our IGL to Sage. I like this Viper Pit actually from Kings Navy.
I like this Viper Pit as well.
Shutting down any aggression here. Misha is just flying in. This is actually how I think you have to play it if you're Misha, right? Just take the high ground and maybe even drop in at some point. Lobo lurking up mid. Let's see if we can find anything. Ooh. That shot by the Jet.
That shot was a little bit disgusting.
The shot by the Jet, really, but Viper able to find it, and this rotate I think is very readable if you're Kings Navy, and I think they just now have realized that A is being hit. You drop that Viper's Pit early, you expect them to want to rotate over to A. And here you go, you see them set up their defensive.
They have a wall set up so that Kings Navy set up a wall that it's them.
Is that Kings Navy's wall?
Yeah, it's a red wall. Maybe it's not.
I don't know if that's Kings Navy's wall. I mean, that's just. And here's the Fade ult, really good in this situation.
Our wall on B.
I think we did.
So it is Kings Navy's wall.
Maybe. How many octopus eyes are going to land right next to each other?
In the world?
This is just insane. We can't hear anything. You see him similar, just holding it. You go with the Marshall again. The operator holding back sight. Looking to hold Bubba Gaming with the Guardian.
Bubba Gaming finding one. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, the timing is so unfortunate.
Difference.
Bubba Gaming with 2.
Purified Water's going to take 2 and immediately end the round in the favor of USM 4-2.
4-2 is your scoreline. I would say it's still pretty close despite us winning 2 rounds in a row.
Of course.
But really, I think that's what you like to see if you're a USM fan, right? These really close rounds, and you see our team coming out with the clutches.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's fire. That's
hot heat
gaming.
Gas.
That is gas on gas.
True.
That is, dare I say,
for real.
Dare I say, that's like Barnacle Boy.
Yeah.
That
And
just goes
Mermaid
crazy. And Mermaid Man. Yeah, that goes hard.
Yeah.
That goes hard. But you know what else goes hard? USM on Icebox. That's what we got here.
Icebox.
And this is a different attack, right? Any mid presence is something we really haven't seen yet.
Towards mid that we have not seen yet from the side of USM.
Lobo finding the first one, Bubba Gaming. So big. The Guardian Menace is down early. Semler finding the next one. I mean, this is a 3v5 already. 2v5 already.
It's a 2v5. And I mean, Viper's going to find one, but Misha's just going to take him down after he finds the one.
And
it's
Fade
a
is
1v4. Fade is terrified.
This is a terrifying situation if you're Fade. I mean, what do you do here? Do you even try this? I don't know what the weaponry on the Fade is, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
And with the util out, unfortunate.
Not able to find that kill when she thinks of util.
Good. Oh!
Well, she's not able to expect that dash in, actually. I wouldn't, personally. And she goes to use a util, but gets killed anyways.
Yeah, this is just insane. I think, this game, this map specifically is less insane than Ascent was, but still those flashes of just pure aggression from both
Yeah,
teams.
for sure. So the Icebox, well, that's a mapping beer, so not to get back.
Yeah. And I really like having that look specifically. I like that mid-split to A site. I really think that's the only way you can execute A site at the highest level, is having that mid pressure, obviously. Misha just giving a little heads up to her teammate that, hey, I want to do this. Oh my goodness, this Jet is crazy. What?
Oh, Jet's going to be able to find one.
Viper.
It won't matter because Misha's going to trade out one, and then
And
Yuka's
the
going to
res.
res him up, and then Senpo's going to find the one in mid,
And it's
keep us completely
3v5.
safe.
It's 3v5, 2v5.
It's a 2v5. Sam also forgot how to count.
Yeah.
Just like me.
I forgot. Bruno found
I'm telling you, when
two.
you're talking that fast, you forget how to speak.
Bruno found two with a Marshall.
We're not doing the Marshall, but it's a 1v3 situation.
I really want to recommend to these Marshall users that they try an operator, because they hit these nut shots. But if you just have an op, you can just hit the body. But they are forcing Marshalls every single round. I've seen 3 or 4 people.
Right? It's because Marshall is one of those weapons
Yeah,
where you
obviously.
can kind of force it at such a low price, and you're still able to find that one tap if you hit them in the head.
Yeah. Sheriff does that also, to be fair.
Sheriff also does that, but
It's
at
not a
like
sniper rifle.
150 defense price.
And it is just bonkers how some of the weapons decision. I mean, I think I've only seen Bubba Gaming with the Guardian.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing he uses, which based, honestly.
Base.
And I think you're going to see a similar A split here from USM. The spike lurking up here in A main by the ult orb. So he goes on to Fate Haunt coming in early to just look at sight. The early Sage Wall from the defenders, honestly. So he goes on here. Yuka with the operator, with the Jet and Chamber on the team.
Jet's gonna find Viper immediately and get rid of that ult for this round.
Yep. And that's probably the biggest pick you can find at this point. Ooh, the timing so close.
We're gonna use Viper ult on the side of A,
And here's the
keeping
detain.
them out of the side.
Purified water is rather taking some damage. Bruno finding one with.
Bruno finding that Marshall kill right onto Yuka. Yuka not being able to trade with the operator at all.
Misa just playing post plant here so smartly, holding the angles, good crosshair placement.
Someone's
here.
gonna find one on
All the
Bruno
timing
and
is so
Braga.
unfortunate.
He's gonna trade that kill back to Sembler, but Purified Water will find 2, and it'll be a 1v2 for the side of
Ares.
USM. Jet is gonna find 1 with the Ares.
And you
It's a
see this,
1v2
they are
still.
both playing the same spot. They're stacking, looking at the site on the same-ish angle, right?
Again, this is something from USM we haven't seen before. A lot of it's this concept
Oh.
of post-plant play, something that I love to
Misha's
see.
just so aware.
Misha is just so aware, finding those headshots and being able to take that player down.
Misha ran into the spike.
I don't think she gets out.
I don't think she does either. She just ran into the
Maybe
spike.
she does.
Maybe. But that's okay. I mean, the economy looking so strong for
I don't think it matters
USM.
because I think
2-7.
our economy is a little bit gross right now.
We just were winning, or the game was just 2-2, and now we see
Yeah, you
2-7.
literally has 9K.
Okay, yeah, okay, trolling is permitted. The operator on Lobo now,
Yeah.
right? That's who you like to see out of the
Definitely
operator.
who you like to see have the
Yeah.
operator right rather than.
Or the Jet on attack, you could
Yeah.
argue, but
Oh, for sure.
yeah. We can see, oh my goodness, this is a stack mid.
This is a stack mid.
This is a
running up
5
mid
stack
lane,
mid.
taking that pressure.
Straight into kitchen.
Running up mid, taking that pressure, and being able to
Have
to
the B site.
quick.
Look at these B players just crunched into our spawn.
Yeah, I do not like.
They are
this,
not aware.
though, even for us, right? Kind of
They're
scared.
just not aware.
Oh, and he's just gonna get drove by with the Phantom. I mean, the run and gun meta.
The
right? What do you
Ferrari
do about
peak.
that?
What is that?
When you're so close range like that, I mean, there's just nothing you can do.
Purified water.
Purified Water's gonna find 1.
Yeah, Colby, what a weird attack that ended up working. The Viper just taking contact. Similar, both Viper.
So I'm having both util, but not using
Yeah,
them
not
to force
using it.
them out of that pit.
There we go.
Definitely an interesting.
The 1v4 situation for the enemy Viper does not quite have the pit. 1 kill away from it. That could be crucial if we get later into this round.
Again, it is a 1v4.
Yeah, it is so hard. And the spike is already down.
The spike is ticking and ticking and ticking, and it looks like we're gonna have a save. Oh,
Okay, that scared me. And you see the enemy Viper just saving. I think that's the right call.
Yep. Viper just saves. Makes sense. The economy on the side of King's Navy is in shambles already. So
2-8.
It's good to see them saving.
I saw a judge.
I just saw a judge as well.
I really have to give this game. It's not even necessarily a gunplay diff. It is how the different teams are buying that is just
Which if
weird.
If you'll recognize, this is something that USM struggled with earlier on in the season.
Right.
But have, at least in this
Series.
match,
Right.
and right now, they are fixing it. They're buying together. If someone's not able to buy, they don't buy.
Right. Bruno finding 2 at
Bruno's
the
gonna
rip.
find 2, walking straight into Bruno's bullets there. Unlucky for purified water.
And here's the flank with the judge. Let's see what he can get there. Misha finding the one on Bubba Gaming.
Yeah, they're
Here's the
aware that
rotate.
Bruno's here, and don't matter because Semlor just takes it. It's a 3v.
And evened up. Ooh, the night. Here's the fade alt.
KO finding those early 2 picks.
Misha, despite the fade alt, just doesn't matter.
Just a diff. She literally says, "Oh, I can't see." Well,
Don't
you
need
can't
to.
either because you're in the ground.
Yeah, and when you're 6 feet under, your eyesight doesn't work too well, turns out.
Because you're dead.
And here, ooh, the Jet has the op
I don't know where they got that.
off of our chamber.
Oh, you just got it?
Yeah, he did.
Unlucky.
So she does have an op. Who is peeking the op?
Fine one. We shouldn't peek.
She's just gonna slow.
Oh.
Ooh,
Gonna try and save the op here.
I like this. Is
If
fine.
you're
She's
Jet.
gonna die
It
though.
makes sense. I think they
If she doesn't
died
hold this
here.
angle, she's gonna die.
Yeah, we shouldn't peek the op.
Yeah, don't peek the op. Don't peek the op.
Oh, they might.
Does she tuck?
That's actually so close because the bomb is literally right behind them.
Oh! Misha with the one tap.
Misha final.
Taking the operator away.
Instantly going, you're taking the operator, saying, throw that in the trash.
Put
I
40.
want that put in the garbage. Let it burn.
That one tap was nasty.
Yeah, that one was a little bit
That
disgusting.
was nasty.
I may have mixed up which side had 10 subbing in because it may have been USM.
Yeah, I mean, on the Jet too, kind of what Tens did at Reykjavik, you know, the first international.
Yeah.
Kind of feels similar to this, just with that one tap. Just incredible.
I mean, again, Misha this entire series has been getting these one taps that are able to clear the site and get our
And
team
the
in.
first bloods, and just the aggressive
Exactly.
positioning. It's just been Misha all the way, honestly.
Of course. It had
And here we
to
see
be Misha 1v9.
the 1v9. Let's see if we can get it
Not
to the
actually
10-2.
1v9, but
Yeah. Let's see if we can get it to the 10-2 or the 9-3, where perhaps Lobo finding one,
guessing
Misha finding the other.
Misha's not very comfortable with an operator because it doesn't look like they use it very often, which again,
It's okay.
it's really fine because
If you're a good
they're very
rifler,
comfortable with the Vandal.
if you're a good rifler, why would you ever op? You know? Uh-oh.
Oh, the Ion operator.
The Ion operator.
Ion
This is
2.0 coming
oh,
out
the
soon,
Viper
by the
wall is about to drop, I believe. So scary. Oh,
Able to find those two there.
Yuka has an op.
Yuka is going to find that. They both have ops.
Oh, they double opping. Okay.
Yuka and Lobo both had ops.
I did not see that.
That round.
10-2 is your scoreline.
10-2 is your scoreline, and we're switching to the other
The
to
defensive
defense
side.
And I mean,
Yeah.
one extra round from the last map, and it's what can I say? It's
Man, this
still
is-
definitely a very dominant performance from USM.
You know, I love that USM is so dominant, but my favorite thing is looking at defensive setups. So this has just been so sad for me. I really like looking at the defensive setups of both teams, and
Yeah.
we really haven't gotten to see USM's setup much.
Defense because
Yeah, they haven't needed it.
they haven't needed to go to the defense.
Yeah,
They get 2 rounds on defense, and the enemy team can't even get in.
yeah,
They're just taken down like that.
yeah. I mean, what a just powerful look from the USM Academy team. Just so strong. Lobo, ooh, I like this. The chamber just looking so aggro here. With the classic. Should be interesting. And you see our defensive setup. Chamber posted up early with 3 looking towards A. The mid control is not quite there. Okay, our Viper player does confirm nothing is lurking mid. That's key right there.
Yeah. Looks like the enemy team is going to be looking.
And there's
to
Bubba
push
finding
it
the
back
first.
and maybe get out, but Bubba is going to find 1 kill on purified water, so bringing it to a 4v5. Definitely not the start you want to see for USM.
Nope.
But
Still have a good defensible position though.
you do see this on the side of King's Navy. Jet is half health. Sage is looking low. And Vade is also looking low. But
Bubba Game
Yuka's
is
going
dead.
to trade one and immediately take one. KO is going to find that. Fade's also
Pure
going to find
chaos.
one. It won't matter. Yuka's going to find. It's going to be Chamber.
That lurk
3.
was so good
That
from the
lurk
Viper
was
player.
really well done.
Waiting in main for his team to push in, then took that angle. Oh,
He's gonna find
Lobo
one,
finding
they're
the
not
first.
Looking, but this is actually a winnable round for
this
Lobo.
is so winnable.
Maybe able to clutch it
Picks
out.
up the weapon upgrade in the Ghost. See what he can do here. Okay, does he know? No, he's systematically eliminating positions they could be. But this is scary. He doesn't know where Spike is planted just yet. He drops. He drops into 2. Unfortunate.
Not able to find that, but again, that's kind of a hard situation because I think there you either have to get a really disgusting flick twice in a row,
Yeah.
or you just
die.
kind of get
Or you die.
shot. Right.
Or you open that
Definitely a
site
winnable
from a different
round,
area. But yeah, and that is Kings Navy taking their first pistol round of the series. If the comeback starts, it starts now. But I really want to see Kings Navy.
3 to 10.
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult for them.
It is a difficult comeback story.
I think, yeah. And I think a similar defensive look from USM, having the fade, the fade rather, looking towards mid for that early aggression with the Sage and Jet looking towards A. I think Jet is so strong on that A side.
Yeah.
And I like this. I mean, this chamber setup, we did it last round. They didn't realize it, though. So I like that we're
Purified
doing
water, having a cloud skater, which is really good. USM not buying after losing that last round makes sense,
it.
right?
Ooh. They haven't realized that chamber is among them. Oh, and he TP's out early.
Among them.
Among us.
Sus.
Sus.
So,
Sus from among us. This is, and that's so interesting.
Yeah.
You actually see Kings Navy defaulting. The absolute just war screech. What is going on?
Misha's gonna find 2, and it's actually a save round, and we're up 4 to 2.
4-2. I believe their Viper is the one with the rifle, but still, this is.
Still, it's up 4 to 2.
Yeah, they have Spike.
You can't be mad about this.
They could theoretically rotate, or they get
Everyone just
jump
comes
right
in,
click.
right clicks twice, and you're gone.
Okay, Viper has the Spectre. They pick up the Vandal.
We're playing very aggressive here when we.
Oh, and their
have Spike.
Sage had the Spike.
Yeah.
That's such a, this is just pure chaos. The round that statistically should always go to the team that wins pistols, because USM didn't force, right? They had Ghost, and they win that round.
Yeah, it looks
Just
like Viper
absolutely
is
crazy.
going to opt to just save a Spectre here. Fair enough.
Interesting choice. Maybe grab the weapon outside there, or about to find so many contact there. Found the rifle, but taken away. Grab the Marshal. Unfortunate. And that's 3-11.
Yeah.
I would say I don't even know what to call this round when that happens. This is just a LOL round. Something's gonna happen.
You got
Silly goofy.
Not even dirty. You got classic while you all had weapons. What do you
Truly.
think about that?
Yeah. This is truly one of the maps of Valorant.
This is definitely Icebox.
This is definitely a map of Valorant played on Icebox.
I am progressively losing my mind.
Progressively.
Yep.
But here's the little octopus eye looking towards mid, just seeing anything. There's some Muto.
Oh, not able to.
Lobo has
going
an
to immediately
op.
take one down on op. Round 2, 3.
Around 3
Op
up.
round 3.
That's bonkers.
What do you do about that?
It's not even his ult.
Nope. It is just not.
It's just an op. And you go with the Marshal, the baby operator.
The baby op.
So in Sendler finding one.
Semler's going to find one. It's a 2v5.
There's 2.
Semler's going to find another.
Yep. And here it is. I really think this is over. There's just, I don't know how you win this.
I don't know how you win a 1v4 round.
You don't.
Semler's going to find 3, and the round is going to end there. It's a 3-12 lead.
And we're on match
of USM. Match point.
Match point.
Side of USM.
This should be a timeout coming out from Kings Navy. What
I mean,
do you think
what
they're
do
talking
you
about?
think- yeah.
I mean, honestly, you got to talk about do not boom, right? But honestly, it has just been a riflery diff. Like every time I feel like we have rifle on rifles, whoever on the USM side takes first contact wins, like at least it feels like 70% of the time.
Yeah.
And that statistic is nuts if you're winning 70%
Oh
of
yeah,
these
of
duels.
course. I mean, that's the thing, right? You're seeing USM have this early aggression,
Right.
And even when they're not, scrap that. Like they take this early aggression, they get these picks, they get them quick, and they take them down immediately. As you said, the first one that sees, it's usually a USM member wiping it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, really, you have, and unfortunately, we've been talking about it the whole game, that Kings Navy has been forcing every round, but now they have to force because the match is on the line.
Because this is game.
I guess they have experience forcing, right? I mean, technically.
Sure.
Yeah, they have experience playing with the Bulldog.
Again, it's your last round in the series, and you're buying Spectres and Bulldogs and Marshals.
Yeah, against 2 Operators and 3 Vandals.
Yeah, you're hoping
This is so
that
scary.
you can maybe get something here, but it's not in your favor, definitely. Rakan's gonna find one though with the Vandal.
There it is, the first kill. Ooh, they know where Semler is in kitchen.
Yeah, they definitely
The Molly,
are aware of where
what a good Molly actually. Lobo finding 1.
Yeah, Lobo's
That
gonna
is
find
Spike
one.
2.
Lobo's gonna find
Finds 2.
2.
Okay,
Semler
this
finds 2, and I mean, it's a 1v4.
1v4. Where's the last player? Oh, looking
Jet is lurking up a
like
long.
long. Let's see. Oh,
Jet does
the
have
Marshall
though.
kill.
Gonna take out Lobo, and they're gonna have
has
the
an
op,
operator.
though. This interesting move from Semler here to ult and spawn.
Okay.
It doesn't matter though.
It doesn't
because
matter.
Yuka also bought an op.
Yep. I mean, if they have one
Jet
op
just got
going,
opted.
just 2 op. 2 op. That is, in fact, USM taking the series 2-0, only dropping what? 4 rounds total?
Yeah.
That's
Again, Misha once
Misha
again
top
dropping
round.
the 20 kills in the second game.
20, 21, 22 on the first round, and I think that was really a team effort. Just
It was, of
first
course.
blooding.
No,
yeah.
I mean, I will have to say though, I think my MVP has got to go to Misha.
It has to go to Misha. I mean, even just that statistic of
Even-
50% of the first
I mean, I think
bloods
I'm
on
giving it
first
to
map.
Misha regardless of how they would have done it in the second map because their first map was just
so dominant.
It was
Yeah.
them going in, finding this early aggression, instantly taking out 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and most of the times 2. I mean, clearing outside, being the duelist that you really want to see.
And that's the thing that's so honestly scary about this team is you have players like Misha May, right, that can just heat up at any given moment and absolutely dominate a lane of the map like that. Finding, I said this after the first map, but 50% of the rounds she had the first blood.
Yeah.
Not even, I'm pretty sure USM statistically right now, they had 9 rounds. That's around half of the rounds. The whole team had first blood on this map.
Yeah.
Misha had around that number on the first map by herself.
Yep.
What?
That's
That's just statistically crazy.
Very
Yeah.
crazy game.
Yeah, and I really do think it has to go to Misha May, but that was really an outplay by,
This is
I would
Misha
say,
May.
yeah. Misha May, good job.
Good job, Misha.
Yeah, I mean, what a strong performance. And I think we saw all members of Valorant Black tonight, right? I believe we saw 7 members play.
I think most of the members of Valorant Black were blank.
Yeah, so and I really want to highlight, it was only first map, it was a while ago, but seeing Clueless on the Sentinel actually does bring a lot of hope for me, and seeing Jan or Yuka, right, move over towards that controller of the Omen, right?
I mean, it's definitely interesting,
I like
right?
that.
Swapping up roles, and I'm guessing in practice or scrims, they're testing out these new characters.
It's new characters too. That's what makes me think it's not just a role thing. It's
Yeah.
like, who is
And
our
I think
IGL?
It's something that like you're having this expansion of roster of characters
Yeah.
that can help you because you could get a map that character is much better on, and then you don't have to be like, oh, I can only play Sage here. I'm useless,
Yeah.
or whatever else, right?
Yeah.
That's not specific to someone. It's just
Yeah.
random
Just
character,
yeah, like if you're a one trick, you run into the roster limitations of that character. So we will see. We'll see if we do have a post-game interview coming up. Just really dominant performance from
Really
USM
dominant
tonight.
performance from
Yeah,
USM.
really exciting. Will we see a interview? We will. Hype.
Looks like we're seeing an interview. I'm Pog Champing. General Manager, can you come Pog Champ?
Can you come PogChamp on stream?
Pog Champ on stream? Okay, thanks.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, we're getting set up the interview. That's why you're looking at the players just celebrating by the computers. But yeah, what a dominant win. I think I need to go ahead and just take a breather.
I'm gonna mute up real quick. I guess we'll be joining you back soon for the interview.
I think we are. They can still hear us, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just chatting. vibing, just really dominant. I'm really glad to see those are 2 maps we've actually never won on before.
Yep.
Ascent or Icebox, and taking them that convincingly really shows hope. Looking forward to the rest of the Navigators season. I believe this puts our record at 2-3 for the season.
Do not know.
Pretty sure. I know we have 2 wins. I believe we have 3 losses. That's something maybe we can ask, and that moves us more to the mid-table of Navigators, and that puts us on a good upward trajectory here. That's hype.
Okay, I'm wearing shorts.
Hello.
Very big.
Yeah, so I'm wearing a blanket.
Can they? Can,
Are
yeah.
you? Okay.
What?
I'll make sure to.
Oh.
Oh, you said not to.
Can they?
Yeah.
Are they hearing us?
Oh, shit.
Oh my.
Oh, hello. So we have brought Misha May to the desk. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Man, I'm hype.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm hype. Yeah. Let's
go!
How are you feeling after tonight's win?
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah?
It builds up the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
We've had the awkward season, but,
Awkward season, yeah.
but it's given us a lot of reasons to practice harder and
Oh, yeah.
coming together. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
this game really showed that we're working hard. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
And
sure.
I just want to bring up, because this is something I noticed. After the first map, you had 50% of the rounds you had a first blood in
Yeah.
of the first map.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah,
of
that
the-
was kind of crazy.
I just want to say, as a duelist, I'm doing my job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little bit of a
You were-
disgusting performance,
Yeah.
right? I mean, being able to get on those sites,
Yeah.
be aggressive, and
Or
play
mid,
as you would
or
want
anywhere.
duelists to play,
Yeah,
right?
it was
It literally
just
didn't
running
matter where
around.
it
It
was.
felt like just getting
If
kills.
it wasn't
was awesome.
one, it was 2, right?
Yeah, it was just such a powerful play. So can you tell us, maybe for the fans at home, I believe this is the first interview for Valorant Academy we've had. So really, what has the journey been as a player this season?
We are a
The brief version.
Yeah, we are a very new team.
Yeah?
So when we first got into it, it was chaotic. I feel like it was more of nerves
Mm-hmm.
being in the competitive scene because most of us, we were just casual gamers.
Yeah.
So, the first few losses, we were like, are we really cut out for this?
Yeah.
But, we talked about what we needed to do in the practices. We got in the range, downloaded Aim Labs.
Okay,
Know,
yeah.
no sponsor,
Down
but,
Labs is a start.
Aim Labs. And, we're getting better. And,
Yeah.
our synergy, the most important thing is just playing as a team
Yeah.
in general, believing that having, how can I say, loyalty to one another and
Loyalty.
trust in
It's the
one
trust.
another.
Trust,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
trust especially.
Being able to have that one member that goes, yo, I want to peek this, come with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they will just
yeah.
trust you on the dime.
That's
It's
Yeah.
very helpful.
Just peeked out with me. Yeah, that's so good. And I think that's really what highlighted on Ascent specifically. I mean, the other, Kings Navy was really just taking as aggressive peeks as you guys, but just solo. So every time they would maybe even win the duel, there would just be another one of the USM Academy members just taking the frag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, really good teamwork displayed on both maps, but really that first map I think was the clearest diff, only giving one round to them because of some just shenanigans. That first map might have been the most chaotic Valorant game I've ever watched.
I mean, our mindset is always chaotic, I guess you could say. But
Yeah.
it's like our synergy is so good. It's the chaotic synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're gonna, troll, we're troll together.
Yeah. Yeah.
We play together.
And as an Overwatch player, real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm an Overwatch. That's just how it goes, and I think that was just awesome. I mean, I really want to congratulate you guys on this second win of the season, I believe.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this takes you guys to 2-3.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Only wins from now on, though.
only wins. Yeah.
Only wins.
Only
And both have
dubs.
happened
You got that.
recently. I believe win and then that close loss, but against who was last week we played against?
Trackpad terrors, maybe.
Yeah, the trackpad terrors taking that close loss and then just a crazy win against Kings Navy. I really exciting. Looking forward to the future.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you have anyone you want to shout out on the stream? Anything you want to say? No?
No.
No? No?
I love you, Mom.
Okay.
Let's go.
Aw.
We love you, Mom.
Yep. I gotta ask, what is your favorite flavor of Coca-Cola?
So
That's
true.
a good question. I mean,
so
I
many
drink
great
Diet Coke
flavors, right?
sometimes, which
Diet?
is bad, but it's just because it hits different.
It does hit
It's like
different.
strong liquor. I'm not drinking. It's strong. It's strong.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That goes.
So true.
So true. And that is Misha May, everyone, your primary duelist for USM Academy, PogChamp. Okay. Do we have any more lined up? All right, USM Semler. Is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
Okay, I've just been kind of guessing on how to say your name.
No,
I'll be
it's
real.
hilarious. Someone fully called me the wrong name for the entirety of the preseason.
Oh.
Up until like up until recently. So.
Yeah.
Sith Rembler?
Sombler.
Sombler.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
So
Sombler now.
tell me, Sombler, how are you feeling after tonight's win?
Oh, ecstatic. I'm feeling very giddy. It's
Epic dub.
It's
Yep.
very epic dub. This is my first win as on the team. The last one we had, I unfortunately wasn't able to play.
Right.
And so this is my first win participating on the team.
Yeah.
So it feels really fun, really good.
Yeah, and this is maybe a different question than I asked Mika. Maybe one you can give some insight. But can you talk to us about how many roles shifted tonight? Because that really was the thing. I think we saw Clueless on a Sentinel. We saw her on the KJ agent we haven't seen her on. Just talk us through that process of finding those different agents. I believe we saw Jan on the Omen as well. Just new agents we haven't seen quite yet.
So the plan going into tonight was that every map was going to be a completely different roster, where we had people switching out just so everyone could get experience fully playing together. And that involved a lot of people having to switch roles. Ascent, we got very, very lucky on. Because Cookie, believe it or not, is a Sentinel main. She's been acting as one of our substitutes, but she is a Sentinel main.
Okay.
Jan pulls out that Omen when she really needs to and completely kills it.
Yeah, the
people
Omen
playing-
was definitely an interesting pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
good
Omen.
way, right? Because
Yeah.
it was normally you see Yuka or Jan on this pick like Sage or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then seeing the complete change from a Sentinel to a controller, like
yeah.
Omen is a very different
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, it's something that we've kind of been stuck in this predictability of who we play, and we're starting to break out of that, and that's
Yeah.
starting to give us the upper hand
Oh,
because
yeah.
people don't know what to expect of us. I mean,
Yeah.
we had people who, I don't think people have ever seen Cookie really play that Sentinel unless we play Ascent, which hasn't happened often, and yet we got to see that Ascent, we got to see that Cookie playing KJ.
That Cookie.
We got to see Lobo
see that
and we got to
Cookie
see
hard.
Lobo and Cookie playing KJ and Cypher.
Yeah.
And that final round B setup, that
was legendary.
Yeah.
To say insane is an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talk us about, you coming in for the second map. Like, what were you thinking?
I was a little bit nervous because I wanted to keep this momentum going.
Right.
I hadn't had a chance to warm up before the game, and so I was trying to warm up as much as I could before, right before the game happened.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but once we kind of got into the flow of things, I was like, I'm playing with my team. We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just confidence. And
Definitely that positive start as well. Definitely
Yeah.
makes a lot of people cold, so you guys have to warm back up, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And I really want to highlight a play you made on the last round of the game, Viper ulting your spawn, or their spawn too.
That was a little bit
Yeah,
hard.
that went hard. What was going through your head there?
Well, we knew she was B. We knew she was
Okay,
B main,
yeah.
and I was like, you know what? It's last round.
I'm gonna cut her off.
We're just gonna cut her off, yeah,
No.
because she has to push this ult, and then
he was ulting for next round, actually.
Yeah.
So that when
That's-
they spawned in,
Yes,
they were
yes.
already in the Viper's
That's
pit,
why
so
me
they
and
could
you
just-
aren't players.
Yeah,
exactly.
see, something about
I don't
Valorant
think
is that
yeah.
sometimes you can ult and it stays in the next round.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
but
yeah.
just for the buy phase. Just
Oh.
for
Just for the
the
buy
buy
phase, so
yeah.
it instantly just brings them all down to 1 HP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drags them across the map.
Exactly.
You just turn on
exactly.
wall hacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which
Yeah.
USM Valorant Black does not support wall hacks.
Don't check him PC.
No, you can check him PC. No
You
one is
can,
cheating on.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
We aren't cheating.
Similar, anything you want to say to the fans or anyone watching?
Well, I don't know if my parents are still watching, but they've been consistently watching every stream, and I just want to say thank you to them for supporting me.
Shout out parents.
Let's go,
Shout out
parents.
parents. I also want to say thank you to my labs this week for not having labs because
So
we had
true.
fall
Thank you
break.
to the labs for
Thank
not
you-
having
thank
labs
you-
this week.
Thank you to
I
Jack
actually shout
Eden.
that out too.
Thank you to Jack
Fire.
Eden for not having a lab today because I had time to rest.
Let's go.
So true.
Jack Eden coming in clutch for the
Yeah.
USM Academy
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. And I also want to say a huge thank you to my team because we've had
Thank you to the team.
a funky past couple of weeks, and we've kind of pulled ourselves
was
out of we've pulled ourselves out of a little hole, and we've kind of come back with a very nice swing.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
proud of us.
I believe, those first two games, I think it was a little hard on the mental for everyone going
Yeah.
down 0-2, but then now kind of clawing back to the 2-3.
sure.
And that one loss we have taken recently was so close, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Like those first two games you played, right? Are those? It's these things of figuring out what people do. Like again, for you guys' first two matches, you guys really struggled with buying together, right?
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like now in this game here and even the last game you guys played, very nice buys coming through. You're
Yeah.
all buying together. You're not splitting up these buys and making it look weird. Like it's
Yeah.
just all cohesive.
Yeah.
It's really good teamwork.
And some of the ideas, I think specifically, like obviously we didn't play tonight, but Pearl has been a map I think we've always had ideas on, but even Ascent, seeing the kind of the KJ and the Cypher. I think last time we played it, there was some stuff that was still uncomfortable there. But seeing the comfortability of more maps, I think growing, because Pearl has always been a map I think you guys are pretty comfortable on. But more maps being like that, because Pearl is probably going to get banned. I mean, realistically.
Yeah.
It's going to get banned.
Admittedly, every single week we've gone into the series of bans and picks, and we've expected Pearl to be banned every single time, especially after our first insane winning on it. And this was the first week it was actually banned. I think by the other team's part of just them not being comfortable on it.
Yeah. And that is the thing with new maps. Yeah, that's just really big.
But I think we've also been, again, breaking out of our shells and playing people who we actually enjoy playing and are comfortable playing, and that's helped us gain these wins, gain these upper hand.
Yeah, and I think that helps the mental, right? That's like the biggest thing of like, esports truly is a mental game.
Yes,
right?
it is an entirely mental game.
I would like to ask a question. Don't know how updated you are on Valorant updates. I'm sure you are. Harbor is coming out soon. Opinions on Harbor.
Opinions on Harbor. Well, I'm excited to have another controller. Yes, I'm excited to have another controller. And from what little I saw of his ability usage, I wasn't able to catch many of the streams. But I saw what he could do.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm nervous. I have a feeling that at some point we're going to end up running, and we can cut this in post. No, I have a feeling we're going to end up running some form of Astra Harbor. Because
really slow comp, huh? You feeling like that's going to be?
I feel like it's going to be more of a quick push.
Really? With Astra?
From my perspective, as a controller player, with Brimstone, Omen, and Viper, you need that chance to set up before you can actually push in. Whereas with Astra and from what little I know, Harbor, you can set up your stuff in the moment, and so you have that chance to be more aggressive. Whenever we play Astra on Pearl, I'm usually very aggressive by nature, but also Astra is able to play so aggressive because she doesn't have to wait to set up. She can do that before the round starts.
She does it post and then just pre.
Exactly. I think the reason I think so slow is the last time Astra was hard meta was the slowest meta ever in existence.
Yeah.
So, but that was when she had 5 stars.
Yeah,
she had 8 stars.
She had 8 stars, 2 abilities, 3 ultimates.
That character was nuts. It was just like.
When I spend $200 and I have my full kit.
True.
Nice.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is exciting if Astra does come back into the meta because I know you are an Astra player.
Oh,
so I think you enjoy that.
Meta,
yeah, and I really enjoy double controller metas personally.
Yeah.
I really like the controller role watching it. It's pretty fun on the map. Well, thank you for joining us on the desk.
Yeah.
You Samblor.
Of course.
Sambler, Sam. Call me anything.
Thanks, Samblor.
You're welcome.
So appreciative.
So appreciated. And I believe that is all of the interviews we have for tonight.
Yeah.
Fans, thank you for joining us for the USM
so much
Academy. We love you guys. You guys are poggers, and we want to wish you guys a very cold and happy night. Southern Miss, to the top.